People, greetings to you, Edo people and Nigerians across the world. It's my pleasure, it's my honor to welcome you to this special edition of the Comrade Show. This is the Comrade and Friends, and we are having a Christmas Day special. Uh, Not too much big matters. We are not discussing politics today, but we are looking at Christmas. And we are going to try to see as much as possible how this program will be as participatory as possible. We want to know how you are spending your Christmas. We're going to share ours. And we hope that you are ready to share, some of those things that happened today. Today has been a very beautiful day. There's no doubt about it. But we're going to be sharing, part of those things that made today, what today actually is. So if you're right there, please do us a favor, share this broadcast, invite friends and families. Let's relax and enjoy how we have actually spent today. I'm not alone. The Benin people always say that I'm which means that you hardly find one person in secrecy. There are always a number of persons involved. And of course, in this secret, I have the comrade and the friends. Talking of the musketeers of the Comrade Show. We equally have a special guest. One who has enjoyed Christmas so much. He's based in Italy, but he moved from Italy to go and experience Christmas in Spain. So he's going to be telling us how he is spending his Christmas in Spain. Let me quickly introduce the boys in the house. I have right in the house my brother, my friend, Dr. Tony Agmonsevifi. Dr. Agbons, over to you, sir.
My
Just say hello
brother
to people.
is Selogbe to the entire crew. Viewers of the Comrade Show, I greet all of you. Merry Christmas. I hope you have enjoyed today and tomorrow that is coming. Thank you for joining us. Like Comrade Lante Ponsariaki said, please share this broadcast as we share on this special Christmas Day broadcast of the Comrade Show. Thank you all so much.
Yes, we equally have right in the house. Of course, like you always know, the man who nicknamed the Comrade and Friends the Sunday Tony. But today is a Saturday Tony, Christmas Day special. I have in the house. It's my honor to let you know that Comrade Pharmacist Austin Iremiran is in the house. Comrade Iremiran.
Thank you so much, Comrade Lante Ponsariaki, and my big brother, Dr. Tony Agbons. His special Christmas one. Let me say the Saturday, Tony, because today is Saturday. And to our great viewers, I want to say very, very Merry Christmas and a prosperous 2021. My name is Austin Iremiran. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are. Like Comrade Lante said, it's just a day to relax. We just want to take stock to see how we celebrated our December 25th Christmas Day. So my friends, my people, our top fans, stay tuned and remember to share. God bless you and give it back.
Aha! Talking of the Gidigba matter, we have another Gidigba man in the house. He's the man I said left Italy, where he's based, and is currently in Spain, where he's enjoying his Christmas. And it's my honor to bring on board my brother, my friend. His name is Chief Henry Bakare.
Iselogbe via de Niyara, via de Nuwa. Happy Christmas to the crew, the Comrade Show, Comrade and Friends. First, and before I start, it will be very long for Comrade to introduce me as a guest because I have been a member of this family right from the beginning of the Comrade Show. So I think I would deserve apology for that later. So, actually, just as rightly introduced by the Comrade Oriaki, that we are in the Christmas period now, and this Christmas special show. Well, today now, as Radley said, I just wanted to change a zone so that let me experience the Christmas celebration in Spain. I think I'm right here now. And, thank you all. I beg you all to please follow the show, and share among your friends. Let us enjoy this evening together. Thank you all very much. And I wish to greet my brother, Dr. Agbons, and Pharmacy Austin. Thank you very much for having me in the studio. God bless you all.
Actually, the pleasure is ours, to be very honest. And we are relaxed. It's a relaxed moment. I'm going to tell you how I have been enjoying my Christmas. But we're going to start from, the Mary Masters who are it is the eye of an animal. I mean, it is the head of an animal. You look for the eye. On this occasion, on this day, the head of this crew is Henry Bakari. I'm going to start from Henry Bakari. Henry Bakari, how have you been spending your Christmas, particularly right in the heart of Spain?
You see, I've been celebrating my Christmas in a monotonous manner, so I decided to change today this time to see if there is going to be a change. So I left Italy for Spain and to see the difference. But the question is, I think I'm really enjoying the show here. The system, the language is different. The way Happy Christmas is being pronounced in Italy is quite different from Spain. So I think I've got to learn something different completely in a Christmas celebration. And then the whole system here it's almost the same, but there's a little difference. And that's exactly what is important to me, and that is exactly what I have come to experience. And that is it. Everything here is okay. Just the goodies. Though there's one thing we should understand that it's not we don't celebrate Christmas in Europe the way you celebrate it in Africa. It's always a different system altogether. But then everything is going fine. We are enjoying the whole thing. At least enough to eat, enough to drink, but not to stoop or anyway. I think I have to defend that one before before that thing. But the places to go and the friends to visit and so on and so forth. In fact, the most important thing is a lot of people here. They welcome me, both the Spanish and the Africans here. I think I've really made a change. I think I've really seen the change, the change of scene, and I'm really enjoying it. That's all we have. That's all I have for now. Thank you very much.
Very good. That's quite lovely. I'm glad you're in Spain. And I do know. I still remember some Spanish. I know that this time it is Felix Navidad in Spain.
Yeah, exactly.
In Italy.
They call it Bonatale. It's Happy Christmas, Bonatale in Italy, and here Feliz Navidad.
Feliz Navidad.
And then, so the language that Feliz Navidad became no longer a new language to me because it's a global language or a global it's global in the Christmas song. And so when I got here, so I got it immediately. So I was able to communicate in the same language with them. So
I think there's close similitude between the Spanish language and Italian language, but
exactly.
I think Spanish is more global than
yes,
Italian.
So they said, but then I think I have
so we know.
So because no, I have to defend my territory anyway.
I know. Isalogbe, I mean, we have some people already in the house. Sister Ebego Giamie, all the way from California. We can see you right on Facebook. God bless you.
Merry Christmas.
Usaso Baseki, very Merry Christmas to you. Ziona Estra, I equally see you. God bless you so much. Well, here we see. Yes, let me quickly.
Merry Christmas.
Yes, our people are there. Please, when we see our people online, please let's recognize them. It's a Christmas Day, broadcast, a special one. Dr. Agbons, I'm not going to ask you how you spent your Christmas. Please, if you are watching, I'd like you to bring your families together because the children that we are having, abroad, most especially, they don't know where we are coming from. I am a generation of Imababa, and my children, yesterday I was trying to discuss Imababa with my children. It was so strange. They never heard a thing like that. How can you, it was disgusting. My little daughter said, that's disgusting. You bought Gunwewa. You bought Gunwe. And all of that. So there's a lot of difference right now between this generation and our own generation when we were growing up. Dr. Agbons, I don't want to discuss today. Discuss yesteryears.
Thank you.
How was Christmas like?
Eba wegwa. Thank you very much, my brother. And a very big welcome to my big brother, Epa Henry Bakare, for joining us on this show today. Domosa. So once again, I want to say that when we talk about this Christmas, for me, I know today as Emikbo Nekere, which is the small Christmas. And then we have Emikbo Nohwa, which is the New Year Day, which is 1 week from today. So, comrade, growing up, we used to look forward to today. For many reasons. I'm going to just mention a few. And I know my brother, Comrade Austin Iremina, will also add to this. Number one, that cloth that we have sewn, either from the tailor, because all this ready-made, Austin, if you can remember, we're not talking about this ready-made dressing. We go to the tailor around maybe October, November, early November. The tailor will measure you. They measure your clothes, everybody, they take us there, the children, we go and measure. Then the cloth will be ready. We bring it home and keep. You can't wear it yet. So we are looking forward to today. We'll go to Bata, we'll go to Lenart's, we'll go and try shoes on. All of them we keep in the box. So on Christmas Day, we are all waiting patiently. And then the interesting one, this is the one we call activity with benefit that we used to do today. My mom will prepare food. It will be a mavikbogi, a mawe. That is pounded yam and egusi soup, pounded yam and draw soup. That is ogbono soup. And then they give us. We put them in tray. Like I was telling my brother Austin this morning when we were talking. The ekpamakbu, that is the ceramic plate.
Yes.
Comrade, you know all these things now. The pounded yam will be put inside, the plate will be shining. Then my mom will not put it on the tray. They will give to me, give to my brother, my sister. Where? Mario dog yosadeba. Where? Mario dog yosaro. Different food. As we carry that, and then we use a towel, clean towel that you don't use to bathe throughout the year to keep the food warm. And then we can move from like our place, like in New Lagos Road, in New Benin area. We can go to as far as Uselu. We go and deliver this food. And the interesting bit, the benefit, the family you have given this food to, they will bring money and then they give you.
They give some tip.
Give you something. They pray for you, they give you. Then my the only yekpo. And even this food, the interesting thing I want to say about this food is, as you are dropping it, my brother, they start eating it.
Yes.
There was love. They start eating the food.
And there was trust.
And then there was trust. And by the time we get home, the one or that families have brought to, if our own, we cannot even start with our own. We start with those ones first.
Yes.
But what I now think is, the way we were eating those food that time, which stomach were we eating those food? I will stop there, my brother.
Mr. Thomas Remira, what would you want to add to this? I know that you now person will be say you have a very big experience in these areas. You, as a matter of fact, you did Ekbo in your time. You were an Ekbo in your time, and you were very much in the cocoa below level, like many of us were at the time. I mean, can you remember these experiences and share them with our people, please?
My brother Comrade Lapte, you are in the spirit. And like what Dr. Tony Agbon said is so correct. For our viewers, I grew up in New Benin area, to be precise, behind Uselu Share. And when I was 8, we moved over to Ikpoba Hill in the barrack. So I enjoy all those bits. And just to say to what Dr. Tony Agbon said, those days, what I used to do, I used to lobby my mom, because when they wrap that food with that special white cloth, there are special people that we know have a lot of money. We begin to behave well to lobby so that we'll be asked to go and drop food in that area, because they will give you some good amount of money, That's on the one hand. Then, of course, as school is coming to an end, we start our Ekpo around late November, because school will break up around 1st or 2nd week of December, and we dance Ekpo. I was main man in Ekpo. I was always wearing that stuff. And I can sing some song. Caro meto, obohiao, caro, caro meto, obohiao, caro. Then you say, Kute de fimoto ya tamera igi, tamera igi, tamigwe. You know, and we dance around. They give us all those money, no kidnapping. There was absolute fun. And you do that up until the last few days before Christmas. Then we go to knockout. We have to do knockout and bisco. We enjoy in the night before we go to church in the night. You do bisco, you do knockout, you enjoy all those stuff.
Rocket.
Disco.
Rocket. Then if you have some people that have gone to Lagos or their parents have come abroad, they bring some candy. They bring some of all these because the local people, we do bisco, we do knockout with our hand. We melt those iron, put it and put matches. But those guys that are rich, when they come from Lagos, they have the one that goes up.
We will not put nail and hit it on the wall.
And use it to the wall. And
we had the one that we call plug. There was one we call plug.
We did all those things. You enjoyed all those things. Then on the morning, like Dr. Tony Agbon said, Tony Agbon are talking about the food. We, those days, when you are not growing up, going to that kind of 17, 18, there's one girl that you are programming. That's the time that you are going to really prepare yourself. We didn't have this camera phone. So we have to go to Ramat Park. There's one picture center in Ramat Park where you go to take picture. So you'll be posing for the girl, you'll be spinning the girl. That is the moment to go and take picture. People will line up. We'll line up in the studio.
I still remember Ogini.
We line up.
Studios.
Sharp 2000.
2000.
We line up, getting ready Ramat Park. Then after it, you now quiet the evening by going to inside Ramat Park. And if the woman allow you, you have a good time till late. Those were sweet stuff, that we used to do. I don't know whether they do it these days now. And Dr. Tony was talking about the clothing. My father was not so rich. I was not privileged to be wearing English clothes. We were known for native dashiki. They used to sew dashiki for me. By September and early October, we have got to take measurement. And you wear that dashiki. And you are very happy to wear the dashiki.
Yeah.
To pose around. So
Christmas
and his bottom box. Christmas was really, really sweet. The children of this generation, don't be saying a lie, when they miss.
Big time.
The interaction not there again.
In fact, just to reiterate, to add to what you have just said now, Dr. Agbos did mention it. They will go butter, go buy shoe.
Yes,
I don't know what happened to now. When I was growing up, they not get time when they buy shoe with my size for me. They don't. They buy a wambu.
No, our parents are always futuristic. They say your legs will grow meter.
They add a little to it. Even sometimes I had one loafer at that time. My mom would say, out of where they'll put some paper at the front, so my leg will now balance it.
Oh my God. Anyway, let's quickly come to Bakari. Bakari, I don't know whether you were born in Italy, but if you were born in Nigeria, in Edo State, what was your experience? I want to add to this discussion. But we go back.
You don't know the sensation I have here. As Dr. Agbons and the pharmacist were just explaining, I was just having some kind of cheat code in me. That is remembering those days. In fact,
share the experience you remember. Even if not farm.
In fact,
I grew up, with a go farm.
You see,
6 o'clock, they don't wake you, so yeah.
According to them, if you see, now, this that is a small Christmas, or we call it Christmas.
Yeah.
You see, before the Christmas, according to Dr. Agbons, we've already arranged with the tailor that will sew our clothes. But I think there is one thing Dr. Agbons said, Awambu. Awambu was Awambu shoe. For me, because I am not the first son, so I have another one. So they will buy. I only use the one my senior elder brother used.
So you never had a new one.
Yeah. So my elder brother will have a new one. Then my younger one will use my own. So
It was like the early church.
Exactly. I remember in 1971, my new cloth that was sold by Eremufun, that there was one Yoruba man in Oweko, Udo. That's where I come from, Udo. Eremufun. The very day I collected the dress, because we never had enough money to go and collect all of them at the same time. The very day I collected it, that was the very day somebody fought with me. I'm talking about 1971. So that shirt was ruffled with cow dons. So I can still I still remember that very day. So whenever you go to the way I claim now, similar one or that.
That's
I
wicked.
remember those days. And there is another thing again, Ekpokpo, because we used to have one iron smith. That's what we call it iron smith, Ogogun, who used to do Ekpokpo for us. We used to call it Ekpokpo because if you ask me to interpret it, I will refuse to interpret it, even if I know the name in the English language. I don't call it knockout, I call it Ekpokpo. So the man used to, he was an Igbo man. He prepares for us. Everybody goes there to go and apply. Then in the evening, we will do what is called kabad. We go to the the field. We cut a bamboo stick. In the evening, we start shooting kabad. I remember when one kabad exploded on my lap, because I sat on top of the bamboo stick because it was overloaded. When it was given fire, the whole thing exploded, and I had a wound. But then I refused to tell my mother that I had a wound. So you see, it has all been fun. The following morning, what wakes you is the aroma of the stew in the morning. Then you are expecting to go and deliver, and you are expecting to receive.
Yeah, benefits.
See, then after all said and done, somebody asked, Dr. Abbas asked, which stomach do you eat all those things those days? I mean, the one that
How are you with the eater?
No, the interesting thing at Comrade Bakari, I want to add this one because we were talking now. You see, this one we are saying by 24th, which was like yesterday now.
Yeah.
We have a way I buy if the year we are going to buy gold, but sometimes it will be chicken, live one, not this one.
Exactly.
Frozen. What is frozen? But
no.
Then in the morning you will see
old layer.
Old layer. Then we just want to dress the chicken and we kill it. I know many people abroad now will not be very happy hearing this, but this is what we used to do. We remove the feather from the neck, dig a hole with our knife. I was very good. Like my brother, we never kill anything. My immediate senior brother, he was the type, he was always scared of, but like me, I was the daring one.
Just like
we put our left leg on the chicken's leg.
At this time, there's water boiling in the fire, right?
This time there's water, so we just remove then our fian. Then you drop the blood, the one they are calling halal or whatever. Now we didn't even know, but we just do it. It's again here we drink then our and then my sister saw those one, they start removing
everybody start removing the feathers.
Oh, Tony, you are in the spirit.
In fact, a Christmas was so interesting those days. So
it
was. Most of us we are missing.
And then the interesting thing is that we are not allowed to cut the chicken. It's my mom that will cut the chicken herself. She will start with she will do it.
Yeah, there was a style.
We are never allowed. I never cut chicken one day.
Then another thing, Tony. If you are privileged if they are killing goats, we get a special pot to take all the blood.
Oh,
cook the blood.
Yes, and then the this thing.
And the gongo.
Yes,
and some part of the ekbohuru and
intestine.
Anyhow, the children of this generation,
they are missing.
Yeah, it's the difference is so clear. The adventure we had in those days, is so much, it's unlimited. And many of us just grew up to meet these things and I don't know how we now had this break between that generation and the generation we are currently having right now. because the transition between then and now appear to be very, very steep, so to speak. Like it's not a gentle transition at all. It's just a quick break between then and now. I mean, you guys have mentioned so many things just now. Yeah, you mentioned, as you are calling them, kabad. I remember in those days it's dry season. We equally used to ride on this Boris in those days for competitive.
Tire.
Yeah, tire. You know, say
Put
Boris.
two boko inside and they put water to encourage the friction. We just drive it
How
along.
you are, so this
From
for
one
us,
street to the other, no fear, no kidnapping,
no
nothing.
wahala, nothing.
No wahala.
No, there's something there's something I want to trip in. Just like it's not that pharmacist said it. In that time when we get ready for any girl that comes your way, that time we used to have some clip. We learn how to spin, how to toast girls.
No, it was spinning. That word is spinning.
Yes.
And still, we don't have one that came agreement was wrong.
We learn how to spin girls, and we memorize anything we are able to get into.
We practice it and rehearse.
We practice it.
I can't remember. I did have some in those days.
So
And
at the
you
end
know
of-
the good thing. You know the good thing about this spinning. When you have spin and there is some green light, then you now arrange a day to go to sharp 2000.
So take
Go
picture.
and take picture. Everything was documented.
Exactly.
Take picture. Find picture.
If you ask me today,
And just to end, Tony, after taking picture, the day doesn't end until night follow. You escort the girl to their house. She will escort you back.
Oh,
You
yes.
will escort her. She will
Yes.
escort you until why the one will say, "Why you nowhere?"
They tell her why you were.
And in most cases, you will do all these things. You will not still access the green area.
No,
I
no.
know.
The area is gray matter is kept.
You will suffer all this suffer.
Nothing.
One day, one guy from nowhere will just come.
just come.
Yes, sir.
You will just be melting inside. I give me my mia.
But that is what that's what you call pure morality.
Yeah.
That's pure morality in our infancy.
Yeah.
Like now in the West, if you just say let's go for dinner, it don't be your babe finish. Nigeria,
Yes. Once you agree, it's
it's
finished.
your babe.
It's ended somewhere. Let me quickly announce to our viewers. Please, if you are watching on Facebook
You
and you're
can call
watching
in.
on YouTube, you can call in. I think we'll display our number just now to share some experience. Whether for now or you want to go, to yesteryears, it doesn't matter. You can actually call in and all of that. But you can equally leave a comment, to share some experience, and all of that. And of course,
I can see one comment from our brother Daniel Aigbe on Facebook. He said,
yes.
"Bad voice indeed." My brother, it's like you also know this road, though.
He himself is not a better boy.
And then our sister Keto may say, "Oh days, oh yes."
He's not a better boy at all.
It's not innocent at all. We were more gentle. Okay. Dr. Agbons, how has today been in the light of all of these? We've transited now. How has today been?
Yeah, for me, today has been really good. I went to church in the morning. We had the Christmas service in my church. Like you know, I'm a Baptist, very Orthodox. We had this lovely Christmas service in church. Came back home, and ate very sumptuous jollof rice, pepper soup, another menemenu, and all that prepared by my lovely wife. We all ate and I've been sipping some wine. I'm even surprised I'm talking very fluently on this program like this.
You're in the spirit. You're in the spirit, brother. Yes, Dr. Austin Eremira. How has it been today? Well, let's transit
Thank
from
you
the
so
old
much.
days.
Well, we went to midnight mass yesterday, so we probably entered the Christmas celebration in church. Came back home. Normally, I have about 25 to 30 people in my house on Christmas. But because of the lockdown now, and then there are some old people too, we don't want the spread of the virus. So we put that away. But there's something that happened uniquely. I'm privileged to have my in-laws live around me. So my mother-in-law doesn't eat pounded yam that you buy the flour. She eats pounded yam that is pounded.
Oh.
So on Christmas Day, that's our responsibility to us. She pounds the pounded yam. So if everything was
like you buy yam, not be
we have the mortar. We have the mortar. We have one in my house and one in her house. We pound it. So today, the yam has been pounded. She prepares a special ogbono soup, the one we call the Ohinyele one. So because we were not meeting, she brought it to us today. So now that one we take start the morning. No tea.
So Austin, so all this while you are my friend, you have Odo at home, and you didn't.
You don't mention it.
Solid one.
Yeah,
That's
I will see you. I will see you in the palace.
So
that's wickedness.
So she brought the pounded yam for us. Now we take start the matter. Then after then, sleep carry us from where we ate the pounded yam. Now I had our bath. Because I've got young children, we had to go and open their gifts. And after their gift, we just relax. You can see my wine. So around 6 o'clock, the traditional English turkey and the English dinner came. We've just finished eating that one now. But of course, if it were to be before, my guests will still be here till about 10, 11, 12. The last time we did that was 2019. We didn't do it in 2020, and we didn't do it in 2021. Let's hope by 2022 we'll do it, but it's a very big time for me. So that's
sorry. Breaking.
Yeah.
I will share this. Eboigbe Vincent is asking. He said, how many of you can remember the song we sing those days when we visit elders who refuse to give us gifts during Christmas Day?
I can remember the one we sing when they bring.
But Eboigbe is drawing us to Eweye now.
Eweye, yes.
If you bring Eweye, Ugeweye, you know, if they give gifts and they give you money, you know, you know, that I think that's the song. Back, I don't know if you can help us, but whatever, you know, once a one and if I get a line, I think I will remember the song.
Yes. Somebody has our brother Godwin. If you can put this as a breaking.
I remember my brother because this is what we
thank you, our brother Godwin. I can't remember the last
we'll remember. I remember. It might be. I remember. But coincidentally,
yeah,
tomorrow 27. We're actually coming there.
I was almost saying the same thing that Boy took us a little ahead.
No, sorry. Coincidentally, Ogiewe is on Monday, not Monday. Yes, on Monday. That's on the 27th.
Yes.
We are going to talk about it today. We will still talk about it tomorrow.
Yes.
Somebody will be coming to this program tomorrow, to the Comrade and Friends tomorrow, to come and actually tell us what makes, you know, Igwe Festival and Ogiewe a very important festival for the Edo people. As a matter of fact, for African people, to be very honest, because the significance of it is such that we cannot use Christianity to erode, you know, that aspect of our tradition. It's very important that we give Igwe Festival a global acclaim, as it were, and all of that. The global relevance is very important because it is not fetish. It is highly a matter of, you know, personal spirituality that we must, you know, talk about, that we must project, we must promote as a matter of, you know, importance, as it were. Yes, my brother Austin, you were on your feet. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, so I was just trying to say how we spend the day. And just to answer my brother, Sam, he's asking about what about the gift that we get when we go to deliver rice to loved ones. We've already said it. Dr. Agbon said that we get that special change. And like I said, to support Agbons, I always go for the one that give more. Because over time, I come to know some of the friends and relatives that give more. So I try to lobby. Yeah, so that's how I spent my day. Comrade Lamptey, I'm still spending it. You can see I have a glass of wine here.
Yes.
Very fantastic.
Yes. Look, man, it's for me. I lived very long in Spain. Somehow, I came to imbibe the Spanish tradition. In Spain, we don't celebrate Christmas Day per se. We celebrate the day before Christmas, the night before Christmas. It's just like we don't celebrate New Year. The celebration takes place the night before New Year. So it was actually last night we had our own Christmas dinner. And little did I know that I'm still observing, as a family, we are still observing the Spanish tradition. It's become part of us. In the night of Friday, we observe. It is called Noche Buena. Okay, in Spain, that's Friday wash night. It's called Noche Buena. As a matter of fact, if you go to Spain, most Spanish families gather on Friday. Okay, wherever they are, they go to their main house, whether their father's or their mother's house, where the family gathers, and they have huge celebration that very night. On Christmas Day, everybody starts, they can hang around a bit, but no big deal. Nothing really happened that is big. But the day that Christmas is marked is actually the night before Christmas. So it is called Noche Buena. Meanwhile, on what's it called? New Year wash night is called Noche Vieja. You understand what I'm saying? That is where so we actually had our own celebration last night. It was grand, to be very honest, and we had it last year as well, and all of that. So the kids, they've been asking, so what special thing are we doing today? Nothing special. We cannot, because of the Omicron variant and the COVID-19 restrictions coming up, we are actually restricting ourselves right now, going out. As the leader of the Nigerian community right here, I was supposed to be hosting a lot of people, but this year I told my wife I can't do it. I don't want to invite too many. Now that in London, 1 in 20 persons have Omicron, virus. So right now in the northeast of England, we are chasing very high numbers too. So we're trying to see how we can, even though they never make any pronouncements, how we can comport ourselves and try to, stay as safe as possible. However, the kids have been watching some very good Christmas movies, and I've taken them around twice in the car. There is no vehicle outside, no taxis, no bus, nothing. So we've driven out on 2 occasions just for sightseeing. You understand what I'm saying now? So it's the best we could do. Earlier in the evening, I took them to a field. We just ran around, came back into the car, drove around a bit, got to the house. Everything is honestly very boring. A far cry from when I was their age. You understand what I'm saying now? A far cry, to be honest. But that's the way it's been. That's the way it's been, and all that. And I've got a 13-year-old son, and I remember at the age of 10, okay, where my leg don't walk up past what Benin is probably the whole of Benin, particularly Edo South. You understand? Because when I was growing up, we do everything. You understand what I'm saying? We join group where they kill of Newton. We move from place to place, the kill of Newton they go. And that journey can take you up to 5 miles, 10 miles away from your house. I don't know, Austin, you this experience not go far from you because you're not jungle boy as me be.
I did of Yoto. I followed the seed. No what we not do.
Comrade, we played picture.
I set trap. We'll go play picture for fire.
Picture. Table soccer, we did all that.
Table soccer.
Now Fikoto.
Table soccer. Umi we are jere now.
Table soccer. Tournament. We play
Latte.
tournaments during a holiday like this.
Latte, what
we
of
play mambos. We play mambos. Ahwe.
Ahwe.
Yes.
and Fikoto?
And I'm very good at that.
And Ikoto, we put
Let's quickly share something from our brother Ebegbe no, not Ebegbe this time. I think I saw
He's Samsung.
okay, he's Sam. And somebody has shared something here. He said during Christmas time, we used to construct our bamboo to blow out cupboard in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
That was what I explained before. Yeah.
Yes.
and the smell of that cupboard, I can still remember it too. Very
Okay.
funny
You
smell.
can't forget it.
Yeah.
Even if you did. You know, living the generation of Boko, do I use what's it mangolo or chocomilo.
Yes. This Bonvitat team.
Bonvita,
Yeah,
you have you wear dry or the leaves.
Yes.
Have you way. They are some you cover the knee. You put water you on that this thing and cover it. When the steam comes out after a little while, some people became so experienced. They just carry that this thing and put the fire. They don't even allow it flat.
Yes.
There are two ways to do it.
Exactly.
You can just hang a paper, on the vent you created underneath, and put fire. Then the thing will blow up. But some guys became very experienced. We joined them later. Like just to carry the thing come out like this, put the fire. Oh,
Yes.
all these were all part of Christmas and all that. But
Okay, I think Mr. Begbe had just given us the song now. The song you used to sing if they refuse to give you money. I think if you permit me, I can read
I
it.
got to go ahead now. Boko nyaka kere mi doma.
Gbogbo yaga kere evi doma kere.
Yeah.
I think I've almost forgotten that one really.
No, we can't forget. We can't forget. In fact, it's indelible. I said in Miamia.
It was very that song we used to sing it when we go to dance weird dance.
Yeah,
That's when we
exactly. Yeah.
Dr. Agmos, just to follow up on that,
yeah.
I want to ask you. This is Christmas. The world is celebrating right now. You go to Facebook, everybody's on Facebook posting pictures and all of that. Some of these things, majority of them are not even real, to be honest. They are just cosmetic arrangement. They are not the real thing.
Yeah.
Can we establish where Christmas and Igwe Festival meet?
I think for me, this is my understanding. For Christmas, I always tell people, like I was even saying in church today. We all know that, and this has some people will foolishly be arguing this. We all know that Jesus Christ wasn't actually born today in terms of calendar dating. This today was feast by we all those that is history. So say okay, the year is ending, the Roman calendar. So and all that. So Christmas, Jesus Christ coming to the world, as far as the Christian religion is concerned, it came for a redemptive work to come and save mankind. That is it. Purely a religious thing. And when we celebrate today as Christmas, we remember the time that this Savior was born and what he came to do, to die in the cross, save mankind. That is, as far as Christianity is concerned. And many of us are Christians and all that. But when you look at Igwe, if you look at it, it's a more of a Thanksgiving section. It's a Thanksgiving. That is, the year didn't buy us. We bought the year.
Yes.
You get it. So that was what Igwe was. It's a kind of prayers. We have this coconut and prayers are made. We thank God. Osanudazi.
Yes.
Nakbama. Oko Dudu.
Uriole.
So we do all that. So it was more of Thanksgiving. And then after that Thanksgiving, we now say, this new year we are going in, guide us, and our fathers. Then they even mention our ancestors, be with us, and all that. like so many of us here, if you have lost any of your parents, automatically they become an ancestor. Like my grandparents, now the ancestors for me. And I remember them, you know. So
Yeah.
these were some of the things that we grew up to understand. But somewhere along the line, it became all the things we used to do that what just now suddenly became fetish. People were now saying, "Oh, Bariya ga and all the rest." So these are some of the ways we just lost all these things. That is my understanding of it, my brother.
You know, Daniel Agbe right now just posted, and he's saying that Igwe is about cleansing the society and thanking
Yes,
God for His mercy.
thank you, my brother. I agree.
Apparently, the same thing that you have just said.
Hmm.
A Thanksgiving event. Um, Chief Bakari, do you want to add something to that?
Yeah, I don't think I have something different to add. Only just to acknowledge that Igwe Festival is more of a Thanksgiving. It's more of a Thanksgiving
Hmm.
because if we remember very well, when the prayer is when the prayer begins, it is thanking. There is always thank you from the beginning. Then towards the end, we now beg God or beg the whatever or whichever deities we are praying to. But it's one God anyway. That the next year we are going, let it be better than this year. No, because mainly we are thanking God for keeping us from the last Igwe to the next one. That is from the January 1st to the last day. So this is more of a Thanksgiving and asking God for more protection and more whatever we require for the next year to be better. Because we always say, well, mama say no better.
Yeah.
In mama can me no better. So what we didn't acquire, what we could not acquire in the last this last year that is coming to an end, you should give us room to have them and give us more blessing. So it is more of a thanksgiving and cleansing, according to the other man, is cleansing of the land too, because the cleansing comes in during the time of Ugie, because it is done in my place Udo and when and so during the time during the preparation for the Ugi festival, there's always a cleansing time. The time some people are not allowed to go out, and some people with female women are not allowed to go out. Some strangers are not during the cleansing. No, at least cleaning just cleansing it totally according to the my brother there is very correct. So it's all come up together. So at the end of it, Ukpo is Emukpo, that is part of the Emukpo. Becomes both Christmas and everything become Emukpo because all the ceremonies come almost the same time
Yes.
between the Christmas and the first day. So that is why Christmas, Emukpo, because let me put it, Emukpo start from Christmas to on the first.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it is between those days. It's always celebration and a lot of activities.
Yes.
It's carrying on. Okay, for example, now Benin will be doing their own Igwe festival be on Monday. After 4 days, Udo will be doing their own. So it's still celebration all together. So
Yes.
it's just a celebration all together from 25th to the first. I think at least if we look at it in the Europe calendar now, the Epiphany Day, which is on the 6th of January, it's still the same day. So we still think that after the new year, we are still celebrating till on the 6th. That's if we can still remember very well.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh
It
yes.
is only
On the 6th of January is Dia de Reyes in Spain. For
exactly when the school starts, that means Emukpo.
Yeah.
That is how it is done there. So it's all celebration, so on and so forth.
Okay, let me quickly go on to Austin Remira. Austin Remira, I'm sure you'd like to add something to this. For you, at what point did Christmas and Igwe meet?
I think I wouldn't want to say where they meet. I want to say that they all coexist together. They start together. There is no meeting point. And remember, the English people were so wise. One has even argued that they study us first before bringing their own to that end. Because we have always done our own before Christianity came.
Yes, absolutely.
There's always been celebration of Igwe. If you go back to our record, in fact, every village, every town, every place in Nigeria or Africa, I dare say, we have this arrangement. I think it was to tie it together that posterity made it so that we do it the same. So I won't say they meet. I think it's all working pari passu. Because as soon as you enter from the 25th, you saw celebration like Bakari said, Epiphany, which is on the 6th or 7th of January. That's when you remove your Christmas tree. So, Comrade, I disagree. There is no meeting point. We all coexist. What has happened is that because Africans over time, I don't know what happened, we begin to liken ourselves to what is trending, what is acceptable, and we begin to forget our own. The Chinese, they still have their own religion. They have certain things. Even in the UK here, we celebrate Diwali and all because those people held firm and said, yes, they want to celebrate their own. Igwe is popular today and even more internationally because our late Oba gave it a global look. So there is a big difference between religion and politics and tradition. Our tradition is very sacrosanct and is very sweet. It's our tradition that teaches us that you will not call your brother by his first name, even though he's older than you by 1 day. You understand? So it's a win-win-win thing for us, and I think they coexist, they don't meet.
Okay, I think there's a strong reason why I asked that particular question. Where they meet. I tell you why. For instance, you grew up dancing Ekbo. For instance, Ekbo is not a Christmas thing. It is purely a matter that is tied to our tradition. You understand what I'm saying now?
Yeah.
So it's not Christianity did not establish Ekbo for us. It's our own traditional thing. So there are a few of these things that we do, to mark the Christmas. You understand what I'm saying now? We sort of forget that these things are rooted in our own traditional, matters, like the Igwe itself and all of that. So at the end of I have said that, the first tribe that God created, the first people God created, are the Benin's. I've often said that. And so it is not coincidence that Christmas is being celebrated, about the same time as Igwe Festival, and all of that. And we had a little discussion about Igwe. Tomorrow we're going to have a very more extensive discourse on Igwe. Somebody's going to be coming, a professional, one who knows lots about our history. They're going to tell us much about this. But it's instructive to state that Igwe Festival, is born out of a popular story in Benin. And it started with Oba Ewa Ogidigan. Ewa the first. The Oba Ewa Ogidigan. And it's the story of Ewe and Ubi, where Ubi represented the bad and Ewe is the good. But I'm sure that tomorrow we're going to learn about that story. And the celebration of Igwe, today, the symbolism of Ubi and Ewe is what the Edo people are now celebrating. Ubi, remove the bad things and sweep them away. We sweep the bad away and bring in the good. And the good we are bringing in is Ewe. So at the end of the day, for us to have established that Ugewe is cleansing, for instance. Ugewe is renewal, for instance. But the entirety of Igwe Festival is Thanksgiving, a rebirth, renewing your own, renewing your head.
Your head, yeah.
Lamte is just like Thanksgiving Day in America.
I know, it's not like
Yeah.
I know, it's our Thanksgiving.
Can I disagree with my brother Lamte for one language he used?
Okay,
Ekpo,
the language.
or the what we call the Dodokido or this masquerade. Masquerade is part of our culture. Then
That's what I'm saying.
okay, Comrade Lamte, you are wearing Father Christmas cap, as well as Dr. Agmos and Pharmacist Rami. This Father Christmas is the masquerade of the white man too.
It is.
This is the masquerade of the white man.
It is.
Okay, during the celebration now, if not because of the lockdown now, in the park you see clowns entertaining children. It is the same thing we have as a or during our time of masquerade. So it is still part of this celebration.
Anyway, I think you may be right in this. I mean, you may be right. You understand what I'm saying now? You may be right in this as well. I will not doubt that at all. Because at the end of the day, for Christmas.
No.
Because
it is our culture. It is our culture.
Everything we celebrate, you understand what I'm saying, has an Igbo attached to it one way or the other. And all of that. So I will not doubt that. Father Christmas is a Igbo or Igbo.
Exactly.
And that is why that is why I have won the Christmas jumper and the Father Christmas cap. You know, Father Christmas is donor.
So, in
my case,
you are Igwe Christmasing.
I am Igwe Christmasing. That's what I'm doing. So I am not. They are both relevant, and I think that the only problem I have is the place we have put Christmas. Okay, is far higher than where we are putting Igwe Festival. On your wire zone megui. That we need to elevate Igwe Festival to where it's supposed to belong at par. Because even now, the generation that are coming, many of them don't even know. Imagine my own little kids earlier today not me about Igwe Festival, telling them a story of Ubi and Ewe and Ewe and the celebration we celebrate right now. It is making the swing. It's strange.
Yeah, but Comrade Lamte, I think Igwe is still very high among the traditional Edo people and indeed the Bini people. But it's just that,
they are living. Those traditional people, they are dying. They are living.
So that's what we need to encourage.
Imagine your own children right now. They were born and bred in the UK. They probably know next to nothing how we grow up. What the traditions are. Imagine another 100 years from now. What this whole matter will be like.
That is why we need to tell our viewers to come.
We are happy now to preserve the white man's culture. Christianity came to Nigeria less than 150 years ago. Less than 150 years ago. As a matter of fact, it started taking serious root in Nigeria, about 100 years ago. Our first encounter, it wasn't really established as such. About 120 years ago, that when Christians that started taking root in Nigeria. But today, we are happy to preserve the culture of the white man. We are celebrating Easter. We are celebrating Christmas. We are celebrating all these things that is theirs. But we are living our own.
I think
we are our own fetish.
Yeah, comrade, where this is where the whole thing is not really meeting. One of our viewer wrote something which to me makes sense, that and I think you have mentioned it as well, that the celebration of both Christmas and this Igwe festival happening towards the end of the year, I think the viewer said it's not a coincidence. Where we Africans, this is even in weddings and everything, where we are missing it is we have not been able to differentiate between culture, tradition, and religion. So this is where, because I think our brother was mentioning Diwali just now, that the Asian people do. So
yes,
so that is, we have not been able to really stand our ground to say no. Religion is religion. The Arabs, there are a lot of things they do. Majority of them are Muslims, but their culture, their Arabic culture remains. Language.
Absolutely.
So this is the area, and this is why programs like this we try to educate our people so that we will start telling our children. Otherwise, like you said, 100 years is even too far, my brother. In the next 20-25 years, which is a generation, 25 years, we would have lost a lot
Yeah.
of this our identity. And when a people begin to lose their identity, society begins to disintegrate. And that is why you find so many things going wrong. Just before I left the studio just now, I was hearing one of you saying that we cannot even call our elderly ones by their name. A brother, no, call sister, call brother.
Yes.
So we grew up with that. And I still find it difficult calling my elder ones by their names now.
And just to add to that, like you may well know, I work in the public service where I call people by their name. And for all my Caucasian patients, I tell them, I cannot call you by your first name once I know you are my senior.
Yeah.
I would rather say Mr. and call their last name. And they have accepted it because I couldn't. I'm the 7th of 10. I could not call my 6 brothers and sisters by their first name. Another thing I want to say, Lamte, why what you are identifying now seems to be a problem with some of us that find ourselves in the West. There is something very important. I have heard from friends and people back home that even our people living in Edo State and Benin, they are no longer teaching their children even how to speak language or even the culture. I think that's more worrisome compared to most of us that are far away. So this is our program too, is to encourage our people in Edo State that language is very key. Tradition is very key. I grew up in Benin. I was born and bred up in Benin. I never stepped my leg into my village Otuo until I was about 20-something years. But I can beat my chest. I speak the language fluently because in our house, whether you know the village or not, you must speak Otuo as soon as you get home. And Benin, I learned by living in that area. So it's a big lesson and a big message to many of our people living in Edo State who are now taking the religion, the English culture, even when they are still living in Edo State. We need to start speaking our language and teaching them.
Another thing, just to add, comrade, sorry, let me just chip in this briefly. Our people now in Nigeria, in Edo State, Enugu, Lagos, they even celebrate Halloween.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
What business have we to be celebrating
Okay.
Halloween
Okay.
in Nigeria?
Yes.
Halloween, they'll be celebrating. I'm like, really?
Yeah. Yeah, they do. They do. Look, Austin, I cannot agree more. To be very honest with you, I have done some broadcasts, in the past. The importance of language, because in language, everything about your identity is embedded in your language. The issue of respect that Dr. Agbons was talking about just now, that even in my family, even if not one day person is near you, you will wake up in the morning, you will go and greet that person, okay? The greeting your family greets in the morning, even if it is one day, as you are greeting your father, your mother, and every other senior person, you will secretly go and greet that same person. That's how we are raised. It is part of the embodiment of the language itself. You get the picture of what I'm saying now. And when you lose the language, you lose all the paraphernalias and all the iwuzi that is accompanying the language to make you your identity complete as a human being. It is true, my brother. In Edo State, we are fast losing the language. The people don't speak it anymore. As a matter of fact, parents beat their children now, say they speak too local. Why they go to speak Benin or they speak Ishan? Since they made they speak English and all of that. And it's very unfortunate. I remember when I was growing up, many years ago, I had another brother of mine. It's now Gary school, now we go. We not go nursery school. Now, we had a cousin, age mate with him. That one was raised in America. So that one came for Christmas with the father and mother. And so this one that came from America, I don't want to mention their names, from America, had altercation with my brother. They were age mates. He speaks English, good English. My brother at that age never sabi speak English. Now Benin will speak. So they had altercation. So the guy says, what's make they can't talk? The one from America said, don't mind him. I was just
No, it's not taco. May they can't judge.
May they can't judge, yes.
Yeah.
You know, I was just standing there, just to speak the English, and my brother, he no fit follow up. Then my brother come say, my brother now held on to one. My brother now said, it's a lie. You talk your own, it's a lie. All that my brother could say was, it's a lie. It's a lie. Baba, do you know that today, my brother is a daughter of pharmacy? Today. This person I'm talking about right now is a dropout. My brother speaks English, better English than this same person. Are you getting the picture what I'm saying now? And he speaks Benin, you know, like anybody would speak Benin. Do you get the picture what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, sometimes there's a problem with, there's a huge problem with us as a society. We must get used and embrace our Edo language. It's very important. And I don't only some higher tie, but it's important. The key to all of these things is the language. Because if our children can speak the language fluently, in the language they will understand that when you wake up in the morning, you will greet Lawatwe, you will greet Labo, you will greet Labieze, or you will greet Lagete, Laku, depends Lamogun. And when you are greeting Lamogun, there is something else that is following. If you are greeting Lamogun or Labo or Labieze or Labatwe, whatever it means that first of all establishes respect. That is what that does first and foremost. When you have to wake up to go and greet your parents and the senior people around, this greeting. And
not throwing good money all over the place.
Not throwing good money all over the place.
You see, comrade. Apart from respect, you identify yourself.
Yeah, family line.
Baba, when we talk about now, there's in language there are Iwizi and Ozinyamoto that are
you identify yourself. For example, now me that is a game one, and I get to somewhere, I just greet somebody like a one.
I know where you are from.
And you just know who you are, exactly who you are.
Quickly.
By coincidence, that person see me from that family.
You see, my brothers, I will establish this. People don't know. Today we carry passport around, Spanish passport, British passport. My brother, these ones are paper matter. The real passport we have. Edo is the first nation in the world to establish a passport. The passport we have is your family greeting.
Yeah.
When you wake up in the morning and you greet Labo, that is your international passport.
That's it. That's your identity.
When you greet Lageze, that is your passport. That identifies you. You understand the picture of what I'm saying now? I mean, there is our sister, Dr. Loretta. When I greet her mother, Labo, she responds the way a typical Benin person will respond to a Labo greeter.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because she's able to identify exactly where I am from.
That is your identity. That is
Exactly.
That's where you come from.
And there's a history behind that Unien.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's your
so
lineage.
You see,
for those who are not, all of your lineage.
All of these things are very, very important. But we are fast losing track of them.
Do you know?
I'm not sounding immodest. Yeah, I'm mistaken. Where maybe we don't remind them who be one.
Yes, now.
Because we have to work hard. There are a lot of other things that they've not been able to catch up with. If I blame here, because the children are struggling to speak Spanish, speak English, we are chucking Benin into their head as well, and all these things. But man, this is who we are.
For my children, for example, there's no Edo language you speak to them, they will not understand. And they will speak it anyway.
God bless you.
They speak it. And if you get up, if they see their elder person and they didn't say lag one, and I get to hear, I think there's something must happen.
In my house here, there is a rule.
Yeah, something must happen because I don't
respond to good morning. So all of them know you can't wake up here in this house.
No, because some people now, we have a real problem.
Oh, Agba, my
As
brother.
you are
a big
saying it,
problem
you
here.
stoop a little bit. I want to see you stoop a little bit.
You venerate.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you, my brother.
All that nice loss. Wait, man, one day, okay, the me we Agbore the marina or here, you know, Boane. The man, one day, your wife, you are here too, or here too, Erima.
All the
And now,
girl-
I don't receive that anymore.
No.
No,
You
doesn't
know,
happen anymore.
and now, you
Agbore ni mariye na.
Ubesa avigues oto. And now,
Yeah,
And I think attribute that one to the so-called Christianity or this Pentecostal churches.
it is helping to create a distance in
Because
I think not really that. That is part of it. But the main thing is this modernity or whatever. I don't know how they call that grammar. So that is where we are now. My own Mayegbe Taibo.
yeah. No, Dr.
and
Agbo,
Some people will live in Nigeria and order pizza from London to be delivered in Nigeria. Pizza.
No, is that thing really? Is it really true?
It is true.
we will come to that. Dr. Agbons, on
Yes.
a very serious note, we have
Yeah.
a problem on our hands as a people.
No, we have.
And we need to, it's a problem that we need to actively tackle. Understand me, Nanya? Edo is fast, eroding.
But I want to ask, when I was in secondary school, I wrote Edo in GSS. Are they still teaching Edo language?
It's a part of the problem. They don't do anymore. They don't.
I did the Edo language as well.
I remember my last statement when they called me for interview in GSS TV. You say I should make a statement in Ibiekana. I remember what I said to the woman. I said Ibiekana Guaku. I remember.
And you see, my brother, this is where the colonization and decolonization begins.
Yeah.
When you go to Spain, my brother, whether you be professor, to fit into the Spanish society,
You learn
must
language.
learn Spanish.
Yeah.
You must. Because everywhere you go, then they speak. The person you are speaking to in Spanish may actually know English more than you. But as far as you are in Spain,
you see, there's this somebody said it's geographicanization, and that's where Europe has really got it right. Like Italy now, what is the population? Spain, what is the population? We have just been lumped together because most of these this states in Nigeria, they are actually nations, which is an issue for another day anyway.
Yeah.
So because the way we have been lumped together does not even allow all these things.
No, but why I don't agree. In Spain, for instance, there are different regions in Spain. They speak different languages.
Okay.
We have Catalan. Why are Catalan? You speak Catalan.
Okay.
The general language is Espanol, which is Castellano. You understand what I'm saying? That everybody is expected to speak Castellano. But when we are Catalan, you will speak Catalan. I will be here.
Because why I'm saying this, my brother, is that
if you go to País Vasco,
Yeah.
it is say País Vasco that I have a Yahweh here. You go to banks, you go everywhere.
the reason why I'm saying maybe Bakare will talk to us about the languages in Italy. The Hausa, Igbo, and Yoruba, they are doing well relatively in this matter because they tend to have sucked every other person in. So Bakare, I don't know, my brother, if you can tell us what is the language system in Italy there. Is everybody speak Italian or the others?
Everybody speaks Italian.
Okay.
But there are some parts with not every region have their own dialects. But officially, it's Italian, and Italian is spoken in the in offices and places of services. But maybe people can speak dialects to them within themselves for those kind of. But in the public places, Italian language.
Which language do they use to teach students in Italy?
Italian language.
You see?
It's Italian.
Because in Napoli they have their language, they have their dialect. Roma have their dialect. The Milan, Pavia, and so on and so forth. Everybody they have different dialects, but they have one single language. Just like the Yorubas, for example, now.
Yeah.
Because I grew up in those two, for example. We have a Kale, we have a Joy Apoy, we have a Joy Apoy Laje, we have different, but they speak one Yoruba language.
Although people are part of Benin,
they speak Yoruba language. That's the general, because I think I studied Yoruba to class 2. And so they speak that is Yoruba language. In the school, if you speak Ikale or Apo, you'll be penalized. It is referred as vernacular. But if you speak good Yoruba language, okay, you are good to go. Even if you don't speak English. I remember very well then.
That's in those days.
That's in those days.
Because then,
now,
Austin Remnant, then I think there was a policy, a government policy on this educational matters. Right now, it is a government policy that is destroying the things even more right now.
Yeah.
When we had Edo language being, a subject in secondary school those days, it was part of education policy in Edo State. That even when you are your SS, your class 4, class 5, it can become an elective course. But it is compulsory when you are your JSS, early stages and all those things.
Yeah.
And all that. People will come from other places to come and school in Benin. They will be able to take some Benin language away with them.
Yes.
Now, we expect the government of Edo State, for instance, to understand this and bring back Edo language to school. If you are in Edo South, let Benin be spoken. If you are in Edo North, let us equally have Auchi, Onwa, or whatever it's in the geographical region be spoken. If you're in Edo Central, let us have a son, as a spoken language, as an elective course. This is very important. It must come as a policy in education. But it is because it's not a policy in education. That's why we're having this problem right now.
exactly.
And the thing is, because this is my area now, when it comes to education, when people are younger, like you said, Lante, up to class 3, secondary school, the brain is able to pick things. Because when you learn things from primary 1 to class 3, that is the first 9 years of education, this thing will stick and people will pick the language. So
Absolutely.
I think it's something we have to keep reminding the authorities about. The language, Edo language must come back to the curriculum, the way it was before, at least in schools in Edo State. Languages in Edo, I think that was what I was trying to say. Our languages must come back.
I give you an example. I don't know if this is a state policy, if our government and governor can change it, or if it's a national policy. To remove history and language from our curriculum was an aberration.
It is.
And I tell you something about Unity School. Today, I'm a beneficiary of what we are saying now. My wife was born in Lagos, so she can speak Yoruba. She was fortunate to go to Unity School up north. She does not only speak Hausa, she writes it.
Okay.
That's one. So in my house, she's a complete woman apart from Igbo. Now, I don't pay money to make my daughter's hair. And I was asking her, how did you learn how to make hair? When they were in boarding house, they exchanged their hair for each other to make, just to save money. And that's how he learned it. So you see the benefit of these things, because it is like Don Pedro. Don Pedro went to school, I think in Ugeli. He can speak Urobo and all those stuff because he went to Unity School. So that's the purpose of this integration. So when you go, you learn that language, then you become super correct. And we have totally lost it. Even in the UK, Lamte, how do you know that somebody's from the north? You say he has a Scouse accent.
Yeah.
Like when Liverpool, when Steven Gerrard is talking, you can't understand the English.
Yeah, Georgie.
Because it's a Scouser.
On Thursday I went to work, so I met with one, if a new friend, I'll call him, some guy from Wales. So we met and
Cameroon.
we got talking, and he asked me, said, "Where are you originally from?" And I told him I'm Nigerian. And you know what he called me immediately? He said, "Oh, he called others. He said, man, come and meet a Nigerian Jody. Come and meet a Nigerian Jody." You understand what I'm saying now?
Yeah.
That's how he began to address me, a Nigerian Jody. Because even in UK, these things, okay, they are distinguished.
Absolutely. So I was still talking. You see people from Scotland, children born in Scotland. You see the way they talk.
Yes.
You know the way Welsh talk. They know. And those from Ireland, you already know. Another thing, even these two great countries, US and America, US and the UK, though they speak English, their English is different.
Yeah.
If you speak British English in America, they will not answer you. They know, but they will not answer. You have to say it in their own way. Like now, my brother is in America. When the way he pronounced webinar, I say it's webinar. He said no, it's webinar. Because that's how they call it in America. We call our car behind his boot, they call it trunk. So there is an identity, like you said. We mustn't throw it away. We mustn't.
Austin, I think what I'm really hammering on really is there is a lot embedded in Edo language that we cannot even sieve out by way of just discussing. They just become part of you imperceptibly without you knowing it. You understand what I'm saying now? And that is why in those days when we were growing up, morality was a matter of high standard, across the land. A Dioma, when you get mango tree near your house, you don't need to come do anything. Now make it just tie some red cloth around them and with some warning. Fear not will let you try that mango tree.
No go area.
No go area.
No go area.
There was a high moral standard. The society conditions you to know say, this now your limit. You know if you go beyond this limit. So that they don't go even warn you. You just know. All of this now part of within the language, the Inumizi and the Ozinyamoto of the language.
Can I chip in something here, Lante?
Go ahead.
These are things I experienced growing up in New Benin area in Benin. Somebody commits a crime. Commit a crime. The whole family, nobody want to come out of the house. Maybe I want or do me. And if somebody is caught red-handed, my brother, he will go around and confess that, oh, Morie, some of these things brought boundaries to behavior.
It does. It did at the time. It did. Anyway, we will not go far from Christmas. I'm sure that this is a matter that we are going to continue for some time. But before we go come up for this subject matter, because of what you just said now, Dr. Agbons, I'm going to remind you, share this story. A long time ago, very, very long time ago, I can't remember, probably in the early 80s. So there's this wristwatch somebody brought from Japan, I think. They call it electronic wristwatch. You're going to do like this. So they can't give me the wristwatch. So I went to play football. On our training ground, everybody was, happy to see that wristwatch. People just had the admirer. On our training ground, as I play football finish, I don't see the wristwatch again. And I know say that one boy, I don't want to mention his name. Now he take the wristwatch. This boy physically, he go fit beat me. He go fit destroy himself. Now I go meet and say no see him. And I know say the boy na Jaguda, heavy area Jaguda. The next day I want to meet the boy. Because when I see the I say, but I don't go meet my grandmama for village. So you don't tell me say 24 hours later make I come. Maybe we'll go course our village course. When they call Uzeze put for this thing. Yeah. I said the they work with thunder. I said the way to the key is the key secretly. If they bring the person come out, you go scatter the person heart for road. Everybody will know. So they come on. 3 hours later, now he come meet me for us. He say whether I don't go ask one boy when they barrack. Now I say no. And then the boy not even come feed that day. He say he suspect the boy. He say he go ask him. Me, I not worry. Me, I never go my mama place. Me, I wait. 5 hours later, now the boy bring the wristwatch for me. Say now that boy in the head take him. I say he do well. I don't even ask who be the boy. It was all part of. It's part of what we talk about. You understand what I'm saying now? The kind way we say, man, we take no matter how you big rich, society get all those measures when they take condition everybody to act in certain way when they in accordance with the way society is supposed to be. But I think we've lost all that.
Comrade Lamte, you have a lot issue on your hands because all these things you are saying now, if you need to bring them out one by one, I think it's worth it. It's worth it because the culture, the tradition has gone down completely. And through your program, I think there's a way we can revitalize it and let us give people information on what to do and how to do about it because As we are saying it now, we are even getting more broader than what we even expected. Because I can see your body language. You are not okay at all with it because you are very, you are very, you are not comfortable with the whole system, just like every other person. Because
We can't be. We've gone too
because this issue
far,
of
straight
language,
too far.
Look, Comrade
the
Bakare,
language
let's
is fizzling out.
Comrade Bakare.
Mm,
I know we are rounding up now.
yeah.
Just to reiterate, and I think Austin mentioned this one in one of our previous programs. You see
Okay.
that food we go to share on Christmas Day, or during Igwe.
Exactly.
And like I was telling you, those food we eat them. But
Yeah.
do you know now? People don't eat those food again, even when though that the thing doesn't really happen much. Even when it happens, when the food are brought, people just go and throw it away.
That's true.
Society, there's no trust, and there's no trust. Everything
Trust.
that is so cosmetic is
Yeah.
fake. It's fake.
As a matter of fact, bros, like I agree because as you are talking, do you know we had a grandpa who was a catechist in those days when he was newly converted, and he has a younger brother. They grew up together, eat together, do everything together. So when he was newly converted, his younger brother came to visit him. So they brought pounded yam. Then to tell you how much I'd be related to what you talked just now. For them to eat, both of them, they normally eat together. Then the one that's newly converted to that has became catechist later, now put his hand to pray on the food. You don't understand? Then the other brother was surprised. They are elderly people. So the other brother said, me have a you where I am.
You see, big issue.
Big problem. Because the man was like, why would you pray for food when be say, man? We not so they eat before. Why wait till you go just suddenly start praying? Because to him, if you are praying because you suspect, say something deadly food that make you they pray. He created problem between two elderly people.
Yeah, two
It
brothers.
took time for the younger brother to understand. So, okay, now new conversion to Christianity. Now him create the new tradition where the guy they observe now to pray for food. It not necessarily mean say, man, you put something. Just to tell you, how fast. I think that if we got to change things, we need to appeal to our Christian authorities, okay, to allow room for Christianity to accommodate our culture. Because they are a major problem. Their teachings is a major problem. The Bible says Jesus Christ did not come to abolish the law, but he came to fulfill it. Some of these we practice from Christianity, they are traditional, cultural programs of the Jewish people. Traditional culture of theirs and all of that. So I think our own must not die. Igwe Festival must be alive and must have that international, what's it called, exposition, recognition, as it were. You understand? Ugiye should be celebrated. It's a beautiful thing. Where no yo, where no yo.
Where they Ofire now.
No, there's no. There is always fun. There's always fun in it, especially in the morning when you are taking Ubi to the forest. It's so funny.
This
So
is our own. We cannot just close our doors to these things. These things are part of us. Gwangwenya is not an English language, it's an Edo language. If you are able to sing that song, it means that you are very much conversant with your roots. If you're able to understand who are where and who be and what they represent our history symbolically, it means that you, and that's why I said earlier that there are so much embellishment in language that if we lose the language, we lose everything.
Yes.
So to get everything, okay, the Bible says, the Bible says, let us seek first the kingdom of God and everything shall be added. to get everything, we must seek the kingdom of Edo language, and every other thing will follow.
That's
My
so.
brothers, Merry Christmas to you all, and Happy Igwe Festival. Iselugbe, my people. Just 2 minutes. Last word, Austin Remiran.
Thank you so much, Comrade Lamptey, and our panelists, Dr. Tony Agbons, and our senior brother, Henry Bakari. I think today is pleasant. Thank God we are here. We've been able to bring some good things to our viewers. Christmas is a beautiful celebration. Let us not forget where we come from, no matter where we are. Comrade Lamptey and all of us have agreed our language is a real identity. On that note, I say Happy Christmas and have a wonderful 2022. God bless you all.
Tony Agbons.
Thank you very much, Comrade Lante Ponsa Oriahi, Comrade Pharmacist Austin Iremira, and our big brother, Comrade Henry Bakare, who has joined us this lovely Christmas Day program. Thank you so much. Our viewers, thank you all so much. The participation today was huge. Wahia Waselogbe. I wish you all, the best of this season and a very happy Igwe festival that is happening on Monday, at least the general one for the public on Monday, and a happy new year 2022 that we are looking ahead. Thank you for joining us. God bless you all.
Yes, quickly, Chief Bakari Henry.
I hope you are giving me a title now. Thank you very much, Comrade Lamte, my big brother, Dr. Agbons, and my wonderful brother Austin. Thank you, people, for having me today, and thank you the viewers for being for watching the program today. In fact, Christmas is a wonderful thing, and it's time to give and to remember one another. And be a festival and a festival still the same thing, just a time of love. Please let us continue to share love and love between one another. And let us not forget that our Igwe and Igwe festival is part of our culture, and there's no way we can do without it. Wahia Wabemikbo, Iselogbe, Isagwayaro.
Yes, my people, thank you so very much. It's been a Comrade Show, and of course, I've been with the friends of the Comrade Show, and I want to thank each and every one of them. Well, we just try to, take our mind back some memory lane, remember the days before, look at where we are right now, probably, try to provide some advice. It's Christmas season. Of course, I want to wish everybody Merry Christmas. Of course, I want to wish everybody Selugbe. Please, let's equally understand that is what we are preaching here, saying that Christmas is relevant, but Igwe Festival is equally relevant. 27th, Monday, is where we expect a lot of participation. Let us keep reminding ourselves that we have a culture, our identity. We cannot run away from this. This is who we are, it's what we are. And we must not bring one down for the other. It's important. So on that note, I want to say very big celebrate. Tomorrow we're going to be on. The story continues from there. Tomorrow somebody is going to be on with us by the grace of God, who is going to be telling us much about Igwe Festival, particularly Ugiyewe and all of that, so that we get to be a bit more abreast with the story. I expect you to join us 5 p.m. tomorrow on the Comrade and Friends, where we're going to be having this chat. And don't join alone. Join with your children. They will learn something from it. Believe me. I'm sure I'm coming to equally learn a lot from it as well. Let's make this happen. Let's get back to our roots. It's important. It is why we have this broadcast. While we celebrate Christmas, we understand that we're actually celebrating Igwe because these things are happening. Like somebody said, it's not coincidence that they happen at the same time, but we owe it a duty to ensure that our identity is not lost. In the spirit of recovering our artifacts that are coming to Benin now, let us embrace our language more, the Edo language. If you speak Isan language or one language, Afemai. These are, the identity that we can boast of. We don't have any other. Every other one we acquire, they are all borrowed. The real us are these languages, particularly from the Edo extraction. So, my people, it's been a conversation. My name is Comrade Lamte Orehi, and of course, you know that I've been with the team. we're calling it a date right now. We'll see you tomorrow, same time. Don't forget. But I'm gonna leave you before I leave you now with this song. All of us are gonna sing it.
No, yo.
So, my people, greetings. Let us join Ugiye on Monday the 27th. Bless up. It's been a Comrade Show. Bye.